Good morning, I'm Paolo del Rosario. Welcome to Weather HQ. Today's headlines. Severe tropical storm Kristine is now over the Cordillera Administrative Region. Signal number 3 is still up in most parts of Luzon. The National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council is verifying reports of 7 fatalities from the onslaught of the severe tropical storm. And we'll talk to Camarines Sur's 2nd District Representative El Rey Villafuerte on the situation in the badly hit province by Kristine. Severe tropical storm Kristine is now in the Cordillera Administrative Region. Still, it was last located in the vicinity of Aguinaldo, Ifugao, maintaining its strength. Kristine still has maximum sustained winds of up to 95 kilometers per hour near the center and gustiness of up to 160 kilometers per hour. It is now moving slightly faster than earlier at 20 kilometers per hour in a west-northwestward direction. Now, it is forecast to emerge over the waters west of the Ilocos region this afternoon and exit the Philippine Area of Responsibility by tomorrow afternoon. But for now, because of the wide circulation of severe tropical storm Kristine, Pag-asa raised a tropical cyclone wind signal in some parts of Luzon and Visayas. Here are the areas under signal number 3. Residents who are in the areas under signal number 3 will experience winds of up to 117 kilometers per hour in at least 18 hours. Moderate to significant impacts from storm force winds are possible within any of the localities where wind signal number 3 is hoisted. Areas under wind signal number 2 will experience winds of up to 88 kilometers per hour. We'll show you that in your screens later on. There it is. And may be expected in at least 24 hours. Minor to moderate impacts from gale force winds are possible within any of the localities where wind signal number 2 is hoisted. Those who are under signal number 1 will experience winds of up to 39 to 61 kilometers per hour in at least 36 hours, and intermittent rains may be expected. Minimal to minor impacts from strong winds are possible within any of the areas under wind signal number 1. Now, always remember that when the tropical cyclone develops very close to the locality, a shorter lead time of the occurrence of the winds will be specified in the warning bulletins. So the higher the number means the storm is closer to your area. To know more about what to expect for today's weather, we have on the phone Pag-asa Weather Specialist Eri Estrella. Good morning, Sir Eri.
Good morning, Sir Paolo.
Sir Eri, kaninang umaga, Kristine has made landfall over Divalacan, Isabela. As it moves towards the West Philippine Sea, ano mga areas na dadaanan nito? Hello, Sir Eri, are you there?
Putol po, sir.
Ayan, Sir Eri, saan po dadaan ang bagyong Kristine?
Dadaan po ang bagyong Kristine sa sanabi nyo nga po kanina sa mga signal number 3 sa southern portion of Cagayan po. Isabela Quirino din pa po, tatamaan pa rin po siya. Pero sa ngayon po, nandun na po siya sa Cordillera region, sa Benguet po, sa northern and central portions of Aurora din po, matatamaan. And eventually po, papunta na po siya ng Ilocos region po.
What can the residents of these areas expect po?
Yun nga po, sa nasabi nyo kanina, as you have mentioned, yung strong winds nga po, and expect also heavy rainfalls pa rin po.
Mm-hmm. Sir, yung sea conditions po, how's Kristine affected the sea conditions around the affected areas?
Okay. Since there are strong winds pa po, the gale warning is hoisted over seaboards of Luzon and Visayas. So since minimal to moderate risk of life-threatening storm surge of up to 2.0 meters above normal tide levels in the next 48 hours. Mm-hmm. over the localities of coastal localities of Ilocos Norte, Ilocos Sur, La Union, Pangasinan, Cagayan, Isabela, Aurora, and Zambales po.
Sir Eri, yung intensity ng Typhoon Kristine, or rather yung Kristine, are we expecting it to further intensify or hihina po ba siya?
For example po, most of the time, medyo hihina po siya. But as it moves away from the land, muli po siyang lalakas. Hanggang pa lumabas na siya ng par.
Do we have any timeline po kung kailan po siya lalabas sa PAR?
Expected po siyang lumabas na sa Ilocos region po this afternoon. Pero sa PAR po, in-expect po is tomorrow po ng afternoon or evening.
So can we expect better weather conditions po by tomorrow evening?
Hopefully po sir, we expect weather condition po, especially here in Metro Manila and in dun sa mga kaibigan din po natin o kababayan natin sa Ilocos region. Hopefully po gumanda na rin po yung weather nila pag lumabas na po yung bagyo.
So Eri, we're taking a look at some of the satellite imagery and some of the other developing weather disturbances po. I believe there's an LPA outside the Philippine Air Responsibility na inaabangan din natin.
Yes sir, meron po tayong namamataang LPA just outside PAR po. Pero sa ngayon po wala pa siyang direct cause or effect dito sa ATSA.
May chance po ba na pwede ito mag-intensify into a tropical cyclone?
Since nasa po siya sa karagatan, there is a strong chance po na talagang mag-intensify siya. Pero sumasi po sa ngayon kung di po magbabago ang kanyang tinatahak na landas, hopefully dadaan lang siya sa edge lang po ng ating PAR. Hopefully po, hopefully.
All right, thank you very much, Sir Eri Estrella, DOST Pag-asa Weather Specialist.
Thank you po.
Still number 3 is up in Pangasinan. Let's check in on the weather situation there. Our Hannah T is in the town of Alaminos. Hannah, what can you tell us?
Paolo, as we got closer to the coastal areas here in Pangasinan, winds and rains in some areas intensified. We are under a gale warning, which basically means the winds are hitting 52 to 92 kilometers per hour, making it really dangerous for small boats. A storm surge warning is also in effect for places like Agno, Alaminos, Bolinao, and Dagupan, where 1 to 2 meter high waves are expected to hit the coast. That's why people near the shore are being advised by the local disaster risk reduction and management office to move to safer ground. Preemptive evacuations have already been carried out in some areas like Bolinao, Anda, and Alaminos. In Bolinao, 108 families from 5 barangays have been evacuated, while more than 55 families in Alaminos and more than 3 families in Anda are already evacuated. And it's not just the rain and the wind, Paolo. The San Roque Dam is being closely monitored by the PDRRMO with its water level at 275.52 meters as of 5 a.m. and 1 gate open to manage the flow. The PDRRMO continues to issue advisories and warnings about potential storm surges, floods, flash floods, and landslides as Pangasinan faces many exposed hazards. Paolo.
Hannah, you mentioned it sounds like the tropical storm Kristine is making its presence felt there. And of course, you've mentioned the coastal towns in Pangasinan. How has tourism in that area been affected?
That's right, Paolo. The Pangasinan LGU says there are no beach activities at the moment as it's too dangerous to swim right now. On our way here to Alaminos, we also saw some resorts and restaurants temporarily closed due to tropical storm Kristine. Paolo.
What preparations were made by the PDRRMC and the other agencies for Tropical Storm Kristine?
Paolo, the PDRRMC has raised the alert level from blue to red and activated the Charlie Protocol, which means full readiness for emergency response with rescue teams and equipment on standby. Agencies like the police and military are prepared for deployment, and evacuation centers are already set up across cities with food and supplies ready. Paolo.
Hannah, any major incidents rather, or any reported casualties?
Fortunately, Paolo, there have been no casualties reported as of the latest update of the LGU. On our way here, we also did not encounter flooded areas. However, aside from evacuations, power interruptions affected some barangays across municipalities here in Pangasinan. In total, the LGU has already moved more than 500 families with 1,783 individuals to safer locations. That is as of this morning. Back to you, Paolo.
Maraming salamat. That was Hannity reporting live from Alaminos, Pangasinan. Stay safe and dry. Up next, we'll get the latest on the situations in Camarines Sur, which is badly affected by the storm, from Congressman El Rey Villafuerte. Stay tuned. You're watching Weather HQ. Welcome back. You're watching Weather HQ. Floods continue to rise in some barangays in Casiguran, Aurora. Our correspondent Francis Falve is in Barangay Calantas to give us an update. Francis, hanggang saan na ang baha dyan?
Paolo, alam mo dito sa Barangay Calantas, mula sa Baywang hanggang sa dibdib na ang baha dito. Bukod kasi, Paolo, sa ulan, sumabay pa ang high tide, kaya naman inaasahan na lalong tataas pa ang tubig baha dito. Kanina ay sinagip na ng Red Cross ang ilang residente sa Sitio 5, lalo na yung mga matatanda at mga bata. Pero merong mga residente na ayaw iwan ang kanilang mga bahay at nakaantabay doon para sa kanilang mga alagang hayop. Ayon sa NDRRMO, bukod dito sa Barangay Calantas, binaha na rin ang mga Barangay Esperanza, Luwal, Kulat, Tabas at Poblacion. Pinangangambahan naman ang storm surge o daluyong sa mga coastal barangay katulad sa Estebes. Meron ng ilang pamilya ang lumikas at nagpalipas ng gabi sa evacuation centers. Handa naman ang local NDRRMO sa mga supply tulad ng pagkain at gamot. Mula kagabi ay wala pa rin namang supply ng kuryente dito sa Kasiguran at ilan pang mga bayan sa buong lalawigan yan ng Aurora. Paolo, nakataas pa rin ang storm signal number 3 dito sa northern parts ng Aurora. Paolo?
Kiko, do we have any numbers kung ilan mga barangay na apektuhan sa Kasiguran?
Dito sa Kasiguran, meron nang naitala itong PDRMO na may 7 barangay na lubog na sa baha sa ngayon. Pero posibleng tumaas pa ito dahil patuloy yung malakas na pag-ulan. At inaasahan pa nga yan dahil nakataas pa rin ang storm signal number 3 dito. Paolo?
May balita po ba tayo sa capacity ng mga evacuation centers around Kasiguran and Aurora in general?
Kausap natin yung PDRMO officer ng Aurora. No? Dito sa buong lalawigan, nakahanda sila. Nasilip natin simula kahapon yung paghahanda na ginawa nila. Marami itong mga evacuation centers at nakaposisyon ito, lalo na doon sa mga coastal barangay, sa mga coastal areas. At handa na rin yung mga food packs na i-distribute nila para nga doon sa mga apektadong pamilya nitong bagyong Kristine. Paolo?
And lastly, Kiko, yung fatalities, are there any reported fatalities, any hard numbers on the number of families affected ng Kristine?
Dito sa dito sa bayan ng Kasiguran, Paolo, wala pa tayong data pa tungkol diyan, dahil nga patuloy yung kanilang ginagawang monitoring dahil naramdaman pa lang itong bagsik ng hagupit nitong bagyong Kristine dito sa lalawigan ng Aurora simula kagabi. So pumapasok pa lamang yung mga data at i-update natin kayo kapag meron ng available mula sa ating mga opisyal. Paolo?
Maraming salamat, Francis Falve, reporting live from Kasiguran, Aurora. Stay safe and dry. We'll give you more updates on the weather after the break. Keep it here on BNC, the Billionaire News Channel. Welcome back. You're still watching Weather HQ. Just a while ago, we were supposed to talk to Camarines Sur Congressman El Rey Villafuerte about the situation in his province that is badly affected by severe tropical storm Kristine. But at the moment, he can no longer be reached due to the communication line being cut as part of the effects of the tropical storm Kristine. A reminder to everyone out there to stay safe and dry throughout this inclement time, and hopefully we can get in contact with him very soon. And that's Weather HQ. Join me again tomorrow, whatever the weather, here on BNC, the Billionaire News Channel.